Hi, let's try out the Pixel Galactic plugin by Pixel Sorter Studio. In short, this plugin overlays frames on top of each other in a specific way. The number of frames to blend is set using the trail frames parameter, which is one of the most important controls. Let's take a look at the Fuzzy Nebula preset. If we increase trail frames, say to 30, it's like we are moving backwards in time and the image starts to distort. That's because the frames after the first 30 start to affect the look of the 30th frame through their movement, introducing noise like distortion. But we can control how much these later frames influence the image using the trail fade parameter. A value of 0 means the latter frames won't blend with the first one at all, while 100 means we only see the most recent frame, ignoring the ones before it. As you can see, the image looks pixelated. That's because frames are buffered at the resolution defined by the buffer size setting. We can also isolate just the pixels that changed due to movement. This becomes clear with the preset like particle drift. The higher we set motion threshold, the fewer motion trail pixels remain on top of the main frame. We can also soften this motion mask by the motion feather parameter, and it is especially noticeable when we enable the mask preview option. Now let's talk about noise. We will load the Asian Trails presets and reduce trail frames to 20 to speed up processing. Right now we are seeing noise because a noisy frame is being blended with the next one, and the number of initial frames filled with noise is controlled by noise injection lengths. As you can see, the closer this value to the trail frames, the more the noise covers the original image. Noise intensity controls how strong the noise appears over the original image. At this point, each frame only affects the previous one through its motion, but we can blend them again using the trail fade parameter. Let's now check out the memory blocks preset. Here, block drift X and Y are set to 0. We will come back to those in a minute. Adjusting block size changes the dimensions of these bit-like blocks. At a certain point, they stop dividing the screen into pieces. You can also unlink their sizes by disabling block size uniform to control width and height independently. Now back to block drift. This controls how blocks shift across the group of frames defined by trail frames. So with large and differing values, the blocks gradually blur over time. Here also the chromatic offset, which shifts each pixel in the block based on motion separately for each color channel, creating chromatic aberration effects.